The youngest known victim of Jeffrey Epstein crimes was just 11 years old. Yes, you heard me right. Just 11 years old. I have divided this documentary into 12 episodes to examine how a man born into an ordinary middle class family transformed into a predator. He gained access to elite educational institutions, later became a teacher at an elite private schools, and then created a complex network of shell companies. Through this structure, he gradually built a sex trafficking operation involving minors, amassing a criminal empire estimated to be worth over $500 million. In this 12 episode series documentary of Jeffrey Epstein, I will take you inside Jeffrey Epstein world and Epstein Island, revealing every secret from his rise to power to his death and what happened after. You will see how an uneducated young man built a $500 million worth criminal empire and how he used elite schools, powerful connections, and ruthless strategy to manipulate the world's most influential people. In the final episode, I will name everyone connected to Epstein based on Epstein files and verified research. Some names may later be disputed, but every detail I reveal is backed by documented evidence. Jeffrey Edward Epstein was born in 20 January 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, to a middle class Jewish parents. His father, Seymour Epstein, was a groundskeeper and insurance worker, and his mother, Pauline, worked in a store and as a homemaker. He had two siblings, and the family had no political connections, no inherited wealth, and no elite social status. Epstein grew up in a modest urban neighborhood, attending public schools before moving to more selective private institutions. Nothing in his early environment predicted the extraordinary access to power and wealth he would later acquire. He had no family fortune, no elite mentors, and no academic distinctions that could explain his eventually entry into circles of finance, politics, or high society. Jeffrey Epstein studied at Cooper Union and later at NYU Curran Institute, but he never completed a degree, a fact confirmed by multiple investigations and biographies. Yet he consistently allowed people to assume he was academically qualified, rarely correcting them and sometimes exaggerating his competence, which worked because he spoke confidently about mathematics and finance and operated in environments where people trusted referrals more than paperwork. There is no evidence that Epstein produced forged degrees, but there is strong documentation that he misrepresented his academic standing by omission, letting others believe he had credentials he did not possess, a pattern that later repeated in finance where access mattered more than formal verifications. In 1974, when he was only 21 years old and had no college degree or teaching license, Jeffrey Epstein was hired to teach math and physics at the famous Dalton School in Manhattan. This hiring surprised some people later, but at that time, the school often hired based on personal recommendation rather than formal qualifications. Reports show that Epstein impressed people with his confidence and intelligence, and someone from Manhattan's social or school circles recommended him, which helped him to get the job without normal checks. This kind of thing was more common in elite private schools in the 1970s. Former students said Epstein stood out because the way he dressed and acted. He often wore fancy clothes, fur coats, and flashy jewelry, which made him look older and different from other teachers. While teaching, Epstein was noticed paying extra attention to female students. According to multiple interviews with alumni, it's important to note that no criminal charges came from this period, and this behavior only became significant later when his other crimes were revealed. Delton School placed Epstein in daily contact with the children of extremely wealthy and influential families, and this proximity mattered because elite parents tended to trust teachers' implicitly, opening doors to conversation, introduction, and social familiarity that would otherwise be inaccessible to a middle class young man with no credentials. Through school interaction, tutoring, and casual contact, Epstein became known to parents as bright and unusual, which led one influential Dalton parents to introduce him to Alan Ace Greenberg of Bear Stearns, a documented referral that directly launched Epstein's Wall Street career. Despite his lack of qualifications, this was the core manipulation pattern that later defined Epstein's life. Proximity to children created trust with parents, trust created introductions, and introduction created power, all without formal vetting, background checks, or accountability.